This is Cheyenne Valentine back today again, the new episode. Today, I'm laughing already. In today's episode, we're going to talk about Bitter Bernard Part 3. This is a series, and we all want to know what a Bitter Bernard is. A Bitter Bernard is a bitter black man, and not all black men are bitter. But the ones who are bitter are the Bitter Bernards, okay? You can find Bitter Bernards at your local grocery store, at your job, at school. He can be your neighbor. He can actually be the guy that's beside you in traffic. You will find him at the library. He's everywhere. So you think he's a normal black guy, but he's not. He's a Bitter Bernard. And maybe at first when you get to know him, he seems okay. He seems normal. But then as you start getting to know him, you start noticing that, he's a build-a-bomb and he's colorist. And he's afraid to confront a guy, but he can argue with you nonstop. And certain things start to happen. And you realize that you're dealing with a Bitter Bernard. So let's continue. So for some odd reason, my channel gravitates a lot of Bitter Bernards. I don't know why. They just let it come up. I think they like going back and forth with me, because I sit there and entertain them. I'll go back and forth with them. Why I do this, I do not know. Maybe I'm just crazy like that. Who knows? So this is a continuation. Like I said, this is part 3 of the Bitter Bernards, the series. And we probably end up going to maybe a part 4, possibly a part 5. But anyway, so my last video was addressing a Bitter Bernard that has a channel of his own. And that video was almost 50 minutes long. And like I said, about 30 minutes of it was talking about him. But towards the end of that video, I talked about another Bitter Bernard in my comment section who said that black women were at the bottom as far as the dating market. So I just want to go over that again real quickly, because I'm going to get into some other stuff that he said. So he basically said, since black women are at the bottom of the dating market, unfortunately their options are limited to picking the best of the low shelf guys. And so he basically said that black women cannot be gold diggers because of their limited options of high quality men. Because he said sorry, but I'm just telling how the world is. So I just basically said sorry. I'm gonna tell you how the world is. Basically, the black men, for the most part, are the low shelf guys. I mean, black men are not the top shelf men. And I also said sorry, but you said black women have limited dating options, and black women are at the bottom of the dating market. And so are black men. Black men are not at the top of the dating market. Oh my God, I'm about to choke. I think he's trying to insinuate that they are at the top. And see, one of the signs of a Bitter Bernard, and how I know he's one, I mean, he outed himself, later on and some other things he said. But one sign of a Bitter Bernard is that he likes to compare himself to women. And see, you notice with some Bitter Bernards, they like to compare themselves to black women. Like I said, they don't feel confident enough or good enough to compare themselves against another successful black man, or just a non-black man, a white man, Asian man, Hispanic man. They don't want to do that because they don't measure up to them. So they are very lowly and lost, and so to feel better about themselves, they like to compete with a woman because they feel we're the weaker sex. They feel, okay, I can win against a woman. I'm bigger than her. I'm stronger than her. I can feel like a man, broad beating her down, making her feel like trash. That makes me feel better. And like I said, just to reiterate, he made a point to say that men of high quality, of non-black men of non-black men who are quality. Did I say that right? Non-black men who are of quality, excuse me. And also black men of quality don't want black women. That's what he's saying. And do I think black women, like I said, are sought after high quality men, high quality non-black men? No, they want their own race of women. Okay. Now the fact that he said that black men of quality don't want black women, that's very telling. That, like I said, but I'm not shocked by that, because those Bitter Bernards who don't want their own race of women, they're self-haters, they're colorists. I told you they secretly want to be white men, and so they worship his prized possession, which is the white woman. So when they get money, instead of, being with a black woman, having beautiful black children, and then raising great beautiful black children and teaching them how to make their own money and teaching them to have sense and to be a productive citizen, no, they can't do that. They want to give it to a non-black woman and then have biracial children and then have the money go back to the non-black woman's family. That's what they want to do. They basically want to help continue another man's race. They don't care about their own. They really don't, black women. And to give you a quick analogy of this, when you think about the Bidder Bernards, I want you to think about the black community as a whole, right? You see how the black community is at the bottom. I'm just saying collectively. I'm not saying you're at the bottom or that your life isn't great. I'm not talking about individuals. I'm talking about collectively, all right? So the reason why I keep talking about the community when in regards to Bidder Bernards, because Bidder Bernards claim they're the leader. You all have seen a lot of these Bidder Bernards in my comment section saying how women are supposed to be beneath the men. They have also said that we're supposed to be submissive to them because we're the weaker sex, and they're supposed to be the leader, and that we need to be teachable. We need to be able to learn from him and teach us things. Okay, Bidder Bernard, you don't know nothing. You're not very intelligent, because if you was, you would have more zeros in your savings account. You only have about 2 zeros in your savings account. Okay, I need you to go up to 3 zeros, 4, 5, 6, and continue. You're still at 2 zeros. Okay, so who you don't, okay. Your community is in the, I don't want to curse. Your community is trash, okay? At the bottom. And the reason why I'm not just pointing a finger at you, because black women and black men collectively have messed up their own community, okay? Make no mistake, it's both of them. However, Bidder Bernard, you said you were the leader. You're supposed to be going out getting the resources and building your community up. So this is you need to take some accountability for the fact that you failed in many ways. So you want to teach a black woman something? What can you teach her when you don't know nothing? What are you teaching her? Your community. Okay, can you first build your community back up? So the analogy I want to say is that, okay, imagine the black community is destroyed. So the black community represents a town. And imagine a beautiful town and a tornado came and just wiped the town out. So the black community was a beautiful town and now it has been wiped out. So it got wiped out by them flooding our community with drugs. I feel the culture got screwed up with the rap music and just all that. Just imagine, let's not make any mistakes. In the job market, a lot of times they did not want to give employment to black men and to some black women. You know how this goes. Okay, so we have been treated like crap, targeted. Make no mistake, I'm not pretending like that has not happened. But see, the white people, they want to stay at the top. And what Bidder Bernards have to understand is that they're not just going to give you power. You're going to have to fight them for it. See, Bidder Bernards don't understand you're in a war. Okay, and so you have an illusion. You have an illusion of inclusion. It's an illusion. We're not included. They don't like us, okay? And they want to stay at the top. They want to make sure we stay at the bottom and they stay at the top. And they want to be on top of every other race. It ain't just us, okay? So if you think you're just gonna waltz in, they're just gonna hand you opportunities and all that. That's not what's going. No, because they want to stay at the top. You know what that means? You're at war for resources, okay? For respect, for power. You think they're just gonna hand it over to you? No, they're not. Okay, they're gonna fight you tooth and nail. Okay, thank you. So, Bidder Bernard, basically our community has been destroyed. We have it, but we're continuing it. We're not trying to reverse it. So what has happened is, Bidder Bernard, the black community has been destroyed. So the analogy is the black community is a destroyed town. So the tornado came, which is drugs, racism, all that came and destroyed our town. And the people are hungry. They're wandering around. Their clothes are dirty. No fresh water. No food. They're sleeping on the ground. Their homes have been just torn apart. So Bidder Bernard, instead of you standing at that town and rebuilding it like the man you claim that you are and the leader that you claim you are, you left the town and walked 50 miles to another town. A town that has not been targeted. A town that has just been left to flourish and continue as it has. And a town that is just wonderful. That's just growing. So So you see this town and you decide to go over to that town. And you go over there and you want to be the head honcho. But they let you know once you got over there that, sir, you would never be a mayor over here and you would never be a governor. You can only be a resident. Repeat this again. This is our town. We built this town. You're not going to come over here and be the mayor. You want to go over there and be the mayor of a town that was already built. Okay? Instead of you going back to your town and rebuilding it and earning the right to be the leader over there and earning the right to be the mayor and or to be the mayor and or the governor. No, you decided I don't want to rebuild. I'm going to leave the town destroyed. I'm going to leave it the way it is. And I'm going to walk 50 miles over here and I want to be the mayor and the governor over there that made me feel good about myself. But you did not help build that town, Bitter Bernard. You did nothing to build up that town. Okay? You wasn't around when things was going bad over there. You wasn't around to help get resources to build over there. No. And they told you once you got over there that you're not going to be, you haven't put in the work to be the mayor or the governor over here. You can only be a resident. Okay? If you want to be the mayor or the governor of a town, you got to walk 50 miles back to the town you came from, the destroyed town that you came from. You got to go back over there and rebuild and then earn your right to be the governor and mayor. Because you can only be a resident over here. We would never allow you to be the governor and mayor over here, but you can go back to your town and rebuild it from scratch. Okay, and be the man that you claim you are, and then you can be the governor or mayor over there. So basically, Bernard, you have given up on the black community, and you want to go over there to the white community, okay? And then think you finna run things over there? No. You like, oh, it's nice and clean over here, and things are organized, but they put in work for it to be like that. They stepped over people. They took resources. They did whatever they had. Look, I'm not condoning. I'm just saying they did whatever they had to do to get. All right, they're into politics and business and all that. What are you into? Bitter Bernard, watching sports and what are you into? Drinking beer, smoking weed all day. I mean, what? And look, the Bitter Bernards never represent all black men. Obviously, not all black men drink and smoke weed and watch sports all day. I'm only talking about the bitter black men, okay? Because the black men who are about something, they don't like the Bitter Bernards either. They're giving them a bad name. All right. So, with a lot of these Bitter Bernards, they want to be separate from the black woman. Okay, so imagine the black community sinking. Imagine, the black man and black woman's on a ship and it's going down, because the black community is definitely going down. See, the Bitter Bernard want to jump off the ship and swim to a better boat. See, that's, that's what he want to do. He don't want to stay on the ship with the black woman and, either go down together or try to fight and try to swim to shore. He don't want to do that. He gonna let her drown on the boat, on the ship, jump, swim to safety and get on somebody else's boat and have a party over there and just gonna let her drown. That's how those Bitter Bernards think. And how I can prove it, they keep comparing their dating options to black women. Like I said, women compare their dating options to other women. Men don't compare dating options to women because men, like he said, men approach women. Women have to wait to a guy approach her and she picks from the best option of the men who are approaching her. So that's not a comparison. Why are you not, see, women's, unfortunately, our worth is based upon our youth and our beauty and all that stuff and producing children. Men's worth is based upon being provided and protected. So Bitter Bernard, you're focusing on the wrong thing. Why are you not comparing your income to other men's income? Why are you not comparing your power to their power? I mean, you're playing in the wrong league. You keep trying to compete with women. Loser, compete with a male for resources and power. Okay. So you said, black women just basically can't date high shelf men, so they're forced to fight for the low shelf men. Who, you ain't y'all a low shelf men? Because you ain't the high. You're not first choice in the dating market by non-black women. I mean, now I will say black women do prefer you. And we're gonna get into that later. I will say that, I will admit that. But to say that you're first, I mean, you see black women, how they keep comparing themselves to black women. Well, it's almost like this, nah, we can date white women, you can't date white men, nah. So now they're saying that we secretly want white men and we can't have them. I'm against it in the next video, which that's not even true. We don't see, because if a black woman want a white dude, she can get a white dude. I know that for a fact. White dudes have came at me. Like, it's not hard, like, so this dude is just, you see, it's because you barely see black women collectively dating white guys. You see more black men with white women or non-black women when you do see interracial dating with a black person. So that's why they came up with this conclusion that black women want white men and just can't get them, which is totally false. But I'm gonna get into the next video. I'm gonna break that down. Let's stay with this. But yeah, they worry about black women's dating options, saying we can't be gold diggers because we simply can't get men of money. So then why have some black women gotten men with money though? The black women who have wanted men with money, they found them and got them. So explain that, Bitter Bernard. See, a lot of these black women, believe it or not, Bitter Bernard, don't really care about money like that because they used to being around you broke individuals who don't be having nothing. Y'all don't have money like that. So they have actually become accustomed to poverty and not having anything. They know most likely they did what you, Bitter Bernard, y'all not gonna have no money like that. So they don't really expect. Black women honestly don't expect a lot from you, Bitter Bernards. Nothing financially. Like I said, with some of these Bitter Bernards, if you ask them to bring you a tuna sandwich from Subway, or if you ask them to get you a oil change for your car, pay for that, or if you ask them to pay for a tune-up on your car, or you ask them a couple dollars to get a car wash, to go to a car wash. I mean, they think you're gold digging. I mean, it's just crazy to me. If you ask them for a couple dollars to go to the thrift store, I don't shop there, but yeah, that's gold digging to them because they don't have no money like that. Okay, so that's why if a black woman want to gold dig, Bitter Bernard, even if she's not top dating choice for so-called high quality men, she can still get her one because they have done it before and they'll keep doing it. And like I said in another video, the main reason why black women are not top dating options is because black people collectively have kind of been placed at the bottom, and because you don't have any power resources. I mean, why do you think that you lust after white women so much? Why do you think you want them so bad? Why do you think you and other non-white men want white women so bad? It's not because they just look so better than other women, because think about it. White women and some Asian women, some Hispanic women kind of look similar. Okay, so why would an Asian man and Hispanic man want a white woman so bad when their women can look a little bit similar? And of course, they women don't have blonde hair, but every white woman doesn't have blonde hair though. So why is that? It's because their men took power. Okay, took power, and they placed their women at the top with them. So how life goes, since you said you sorry, that's how reality is. Well, I'm sorry, I'm gonna tell you how reality is as well. Basically, the man, because you said y'all are the leaders. You know that song, It's a Man's World? Okay, it is in a sense a man's world. So the men go out and they conquer and they get resources and power. And so, like I said 100 times in my videos, the people who have the most, everyone wants to live a good life and wants to be respected. So the people who have the race that has accumulated the most resources and power, people are going to want to either look like them or date them. So that's why you see a lot of people who want to be lighter and want to look Caucasian, and then you have people who want to date interracial, makes them feel better, feel like if they date someone from that race who has the power resources, they feel like they're all that, like how you, Bitter Bernards, how you put white women on a pedestal, like y'all, yeah, like that. So that's what's going on, Bitter Bernard. So you don't even know why you desire a white woman. I mean, because you secretly want to be a white man, so you praise his prized possession. Okay, so black women, it's not our fault that we're not top dating options. It's actually really not, because unfortunately it's because of y'all. Because so let's reverse it. If black men had got power, then the black woman would be the most sought after woman, hands down. And you might not believe me, Bitter Bernard, but trust me, that is true. Okay, because we will have resources and power. Most other people will be poor. They'll want to look black, be black, date black, and so black women would be the most sought after women. You will probably have non-black women trying to tan even more. They would try to wear their hair curly, wear dreads and afros. And I know it seems so weird thinking like that, but listen to me, that's how it would be. Okay, but see, you don't understand it because see, whites got into power, so it's reverse. Okay, and I'm also debunk something because I know what you're gonna say, Bitter Bernard. You're gonna say black women are not top dating options because of the hood rats and they have a bad rep, and black women collectively, oh my god, I'm talking too fast. Black women collectively have a bad rep because, okay, let me break this down. How the media works when you're dealing with white people, they're going to always put their best race on camera. So when you go to the movies, you see a lot of beautiful white women, a lot of handsome white men, but do the average white person look like that? No, it's just they pick the most attractive, right? Haven't you noticed that when they show a black woman, they make sure she's not that attractive, and they're always reporting on black people doing bad things, so they cherry pick. They don't talk about the positive black people, they only talk about the negative black people. That's to keep us at the bottom and to give us a bad image worldwide, while they still have this angelic image, right? So it's kind of like when we mentioned about the teacher, it was a black female principal, and she talked about how she had a rule that the parents could not come to the school in bonnets and all that kind of stuff. And we know most black women are ones that wear bonnets or whatever, and some of them are wearing them outside, which is disgusting to me. I don't know why they're doing this. So someone commented, I made a video about it. Someone said, well, you know, they talked about in Britain or someplace where the white women were coming up to school looking like trash. And see, they're not going to talk about that over here, because the thing is, every race has degenerates in it. But see, white people are smart enough to only showcase the positive people in their race. And that's just the bottom line. We're not in control of the media. So, Bitter Bernard, you're going to say that we're not top dating choice because of our reputation. Well, Bitter Bernard, isn't that the same reason why you're not top dating choice, because of your reputation for being a thug, bum, car thief, and dope boy? Is it? And don't y'all, I mean, so either way you go, so you see, they're trying to be separate from the black woman. See, you gotta understand something, black women. A lot of these Bitter Bernards, they are pro gender, not pro race. Okay, so they're gender based, not race based. See, non-black men are race first, gender second. See, these Bitter Bernards, they are gender first, race second, meaning they all about the black male. It's all about the black male for them. Screw the black woman. They're not about their collective race. That's why the only reason why a lot of these Bitter Bernards are mad at racism, honestly, is because it's affecting them. Because you will literally see Bitter Bernards who date non-black women screaming about racism. They could care less about black women, our plight. See, that's why they're going to stay at the bottom. Okay, they don't go out the resources and power. They're not trying to open up businesses, and they're against their own race of woman. Okay, because she's his reflection. He don't like being a black man in America. He hates it. Okay, he does not like being at the bottom. It takes away his manhood. He don't like it. But the thing about it is, they want to talk about us not being top dating choice. Well, why are you not top dating choice? Well, I just told you why. Why are you not top dating choice? Why are you not worried about why you're not top dating choice? Okay, and we cannot control that we're not top dating choice because it's based upon y'all not going out to pound resources. Okay, we're at the bottom, y'all at the bottom. So wherever the man is in society, he brings his woman with him. So if he's at the top, the woman's at the top. If he's at the bottom, she's at the bottom. I gave an analogy, and not analogy, but I gave an example in the last video about the Native Americans. Okay, they got conquered. Okay, they got conquered. So do you ever hear any man of any race saying how bad they want a Native American woman? And she looks Native American women look similar to Hispanic women and maybe like Italian women or something, but you don't hear anybody talking about how they want a Native American woman. Why? Because they got thrown on reservations. Their men got conquered, and this is what happened. So the men who get, like I said, they made them into a mascot for a team. Like, they don't get any respect. No disrespect to them. I'm saying they don't in society get that much respect. Nobody wants to be quote unquote Native American other than black people who want to brag about being mixed. I'm half Cherokee. Black folks got a problem. But yeah, they got thrown on a reservation. So why you don't hear men talking about how they want to date a Native American woman? Why you never hear them talking about them like that? They barely see them for one, but because their men don't have any power in society. So therefore his woman does not be, so therefore other men are not going to want his woman, and his woman's not going to be put on a pedestal. So, Bit of Bernard, we cannot control that we're not top dating options because you all didn't go for resources and power. However, you can control that you're broke. You can control your plight in life because you can just go out the resources and power, build businesses, learn about finance. You can do that, and then you'll be back on top. But you don't want to do that. So you keep wanting to compare yourself to your woman, but you said you're above us and you're the leader. That makes no damn sense. Okay. See, we can't control our position in society, but you can, and that's the difference. Okay. Now back to what I was saying. They show black women in a negative light, right? So the Bit of Bernard is going to say, well, we're the reason why we're not top choice, blah, 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 which isn't true. We're not the reason. But let's go with that. They show the hood rats. Well, they show y'all as being, dope boys and thugs and all these rappers and all. They show y'all a negative light as well. But what you're going to say, Bit of Bernard, you're going to say, well, that's why black men of quality don't want to date black women because look how you all act. Okay, first of all, you're talking about the hood rats. Do you ever hear a white man say, I don't want to date a white woman because some white women are trailer trash? Or I don't want to date white women because some of them look and act like Honey Boo Boo's mama. Y'all know Honey Boo Boo, that show? No, white men just date the quality white women, okay? And Bit of Bernard, you're supposed to date the quality black women. But see, once again, Bit of Bernard, you secretly wish you was a white man, okay? So therefore, you worship his prized possession, a white woman. You don't even like how you look. You would do a Michael Jackson, but you don't have the money to do what he did. You don't have the money and resources to turn yourself white, and because you're gonna like a freak show. So you don't have the money to do that, Bit of Bernard. But if you could get away with it, you would turn yourself into a white man because you want his power, you want his position. Okay, so y'all, this is crazy. But the thing about it is, right, Bit of Bernard, you do not hear white men saying they do not want to date a white woman because of the trailer park white chicks, okay? Or the low life white chicks. They just don't date them. And you supposed to date the quality black woman. Now, I know what you're going to say. You're like, well, it's not that many quality black women. Then I'm going to have to say it's not that many quality black men. See, whatever you try to come at me with, you're going to get the rebuttal. I'm going to tell you why, Bit of Bernard. Because the reality of it is black men and black women both were raised in the household together, in the same environment. So what makes you think, Bit of Bernard, that the community is going to be filled with all these great, docile, beautiful women who are not overly aggressive, who don't wear, you say you hate hair weave, who don't wear hair weave, and who are 120 pounds and just perfect. But then that same environment breeded men like you, Bit of Bernard. Bitter men, broke men, men who on drugs, men who sold dope, men who are thugs, car thieves. Like, how, Bit of Bernard, just let's I want you to use logic, okay? Just for a second. Get out of your emotions. Don't be so defensive, okay? Think about this. If the environment, the black woman and black men, most people grow up in an environment around their own race. And if you go to most cities in the U.S., the areas that are mostly black usually are poor. Okay? So most black people have, not all black people, but a large amount of black people have grown up in a poor environment. Okay, so you got the black woman and black guy both born in a poor environment, correct? Okay, but you expect the black woman to come out of the environment that's riddled with drugs, violence, just prostitution, just all kind of, rude people, just never have enough money to do anything, to go anywhere. You expect her to come out of that environment perfect, a lady, docile, feminine, just pure perfection. But the man, you expect him to come out, okay, but he's allowed to come out like a trash. A lot of those dudes are in jail, in and out of jail, just complete trash. But she's supposed to come out docile and feminine. No, sir. If you raise a man and a woman in a messed up environment, they both are going to come out messed up. Okay, so when you say that it's not many quality black women, by default, it's not many quality black men. I think, this is just my opinion, I think that it's not, depending on what you're looking for, whatever your definition of high quality is, I think it's a shortage of high quality black men and black women. Okay, so, and I think the ones that are of high quality, it's enough for them to meet each other, but they have to search through the trash, and that's how I feel about it. I said that 100 times, but you keep wanting to put it on the black one. I've had black men say that black women are the reason why the community's in the toilet. They said black women. They take no responsibility for nothing, everybody. They take responsibility for nothing. They supposed to be the leader though. We supposed to be beneath them, but they supposed to be the leader. But we're beneath them. We're the weaker sex. But yeah, and then they said they want to teach us. You can't teach me a goddamn thing. You don't know nothing. How about teaching me about finance? But you don't know about that because you don't have no goddamn money and you ain't trying to go out and get none. Your community has been destroyed and you want to abandon and not rebuild it. You don't even know what the word build means, and you want to go over to the other town over that's been built, that has all the resources, and try to go over there and be the mayor. Now you gonna no, you ain't gonna be able to be the mayor over there. You're gonna have to be a resident, only a resident. You will only be able to be a resident over there. You would not be able to lead and be the leader in somebody else's land. It don't work like that. That's their town. Okay, you have to come back to your destroyed town and rebuild it and get the respect that you claim you deserve. All right. So now I said that, I want to get into a comment that was made. Oh, my point of saying all that is that for them to say that basically they are saying we're the reason why we're not the top choice. I just explained to y'all what's the reason why, and I need to now they need to explain to me why they're not the top dating option for other people, because they're the bottom shelf men. Okay, so explain to me why you're not top shelf. Okay, why you're not top shelf? It's because you ain't got resources and power. That's why. And if you say black women are not top shelf, or no, if you say that black women have a are not first dating option because of the hood rats, then you're not first dating options because everybody think y'all thugs, bomb car thieves. They think that you all are broke. Okay. And like I said, it's trashy men and women in every race, but other races still seem to find the quality people in their race when they want to get married and find a quality person. You're the only one that, and he said, you're the only race of men, it seems, that when you all seem to be of quality, you go run and get a non-black one, a woman that's not in your race. You don't want to continue your race. I think you just want to be wiped out. Let's just go in and wipe it out, everybody. Let it be wiped out. I mean, you're not hurting anybody. Wipe it out. Anyway, this individual, he agreed with me on one point. He says, yes, black guys are at the bottom financially and should take accountability for their actions in their lives. I agree. No one's going to help us but ourselves. And yes, we have black women by our sides, but y'all can only do so much. Black men tend to blame racism and white supremacy for their slow growth in society, and in some cases black women for their failures, which I think is bullcrap. Anyway, so he agreed with me on the fact that the Bitter Bernards are at the bottom of the totem pole financially. So anyway, this is what he said that I disagree with. He said, as for black women and their preference in men, yeah, I know the majority prefer black men, just like the majority of women of other races prefer their own men. Well, he says in parentheses, well, I think Asian women prefer white men, but that's a different subject. Women's options are only as big as the guys who approach them. If a woman is feeling a guy who approaches her, she's going to date him. So yeah, black women prefer black men, but wouldn't mind dating a non-black man if he approached them. If he approached them and was looking good and was respectful. You can't say most black women aren't with non-black men because they reject non-black men in high numbers and are loyal to black men. The truth is, black women simply aren't sought after by high quality men, generally speaking. And I just explained to you why, because you men are at the bottom financially. You don't have any power. Okay, so your women by default at the bottom with you. That's why. Anyway, he continued to say, if a high number of black women were approached by high quality non-black men, then a high number of black women would hop the fence real quick. He started naming Serena Williams, Eve the rapper, Janet Jackson. He said, hell, even Lonnie from The Real all jumped the fence. If there are a lot of black men who are in jail, gay, broke, or only date Becky's, then why still limit your options to only black men when there are tons of great non-black men out there? Clearly, swirlers are the only ones who gets it. So he agrees with swirlers. I guess those are black women who date white men. So this is what I disagree with. Y'all just heard what he said, right? Let's start from here. when he said that, a lot of, I guess he was being condescending when he said that black men are in jail, gay, broke, and only date Beckys. And I guess he's saying a lot of black women say that a lot of black men are in jail, gay, broke, and date Beckys. And so he's saying, you know, if black women keep saying, because I haven't said that, but he's saying basically if black women keep saying this, then why do they date black men so much? Just go after, you know, non-black men. Well, first of all, it is true a lot of bitter Bernards are in jail. Then now all of them are broke. I mean, it's a lot of them that are broke. As far as them being gay, I don't know the percentages, and as far as them only dating Becky's, still most black men date black women, so I don't know the percentage of them who only date Becky's, because a lot of these bitter Bernards are sleep with anybody. So. But yeah, it's true a lot of these bitter Bernards are in jail, and a whole bunch of them are broke. I mean, goddamn, a bunch of them are broke. I mean, then, anyway, so I agree with him there, even though he's being condescending. But when he said, why are black women still dating black men, and why are they just not going after the tons of great non-black men out there? Hold on, first of all, sir, who said that there was a ton of great non-black men? See, Bitter Bernard, you're the only one that thinks that non-black women are the best. You're the only one that would drink a non-black woman's bath. Well, that's you, Bitter Bernard. You're the only one that worships pale skin. I don't know. Who said that there was a ton of great non-black men? I mean, who said that? Now, some black women might think those men are better because when they're around them, they don't act like you bitter Bernards. I mean, they don't come off as bad. But look, a man is a man. I don't think that other races of men, generally speaking, are just overall better. I think I think some of them can be better dating. I think some of them are trashy, just like these bitter Bernards. I mean, it depends on the man that you date. I do think that some non-black men grew up in a better culture than black people. Their culture is not riddled with rap music telling them to treat women like pieces of meat, glorifying selling dope, being a gangbanger. See, their culture is different, so I do think their mentality, some of them, is different. But I don't put non-black men on a pedestal, okay, because their reality is different than bitter Bernards. So I kind of understand why some of them come out better than bitter Bernards. Just like bitter Bernards are quick to talk about how non-black women are better than us black women. They're quick to say that, but they don't go into the reasons why some of those non-black women might act different than black women. Okay, so I know, you know, their culture is different, but I'm not gonna go and just say that it's tons of great non-black men. Okay, so you're exaggerating there. But now, when he said the truth is that black women simply don't get a lot of non-black men of quality to approach them, is the reason why they only date black men. So black women, the bitter Bernard here is saying that you really don't like black men. The only reason why you're dating this black man is because non-black men of quality don't want you. They're not approaching you. But if these non-black men of quality was approaching you, he's saying that y'all would be all over it. Okay, and I disagree with that. Now he said that the proof is that when a black woman has access to a quality non-black man, she jumps the fence and be with him. And he gave an example: Serena Williams, Eve, the rapper, Janet Jackson, and Lonnie Love. Now, this whole thing is a goddamn lie. I'm gonna tell you why. Okay, because all these women have had access to. You think that? First of all, the man that Serena Williams is with, that's not the first white guy she's dated. The man that Eve is married to, that's not the first white guy she dated. Janet Jackson, she been dating men that was what other guy she dated was biracial, but that was not the first non-black man she dated. Lonnie Love, now I don't know about her track record, okay? So these women are around non-black people. They're exposed to non-black men. So the man that they married was not the first man, okay? The man that they dated was not the first non-black man that they dated. Now, I don't know if that was the first marriage proposal they got, but I also brought up that all those women, well, I don't know about Janet Jackson. I know for a fact Eve and Serena Williams, I know for a fact they both dated black men before. And I don't know if any of those black men proposed to them. So because they open up their dating options and the guy who proposed to them happened to be white, now this fool want to go and say, she wanted a white man the whole time. She was just waiting for one to propose to her. That's not what it is, because if they wanted a white man the whole time, then why was they dating black men? Now he's going to say the only reason they were dating black men is because that's the only person that was coming up to them. But we have proof that Serena Williams and Eve the rapper dated. I remember seeing they dated men, non-black men before. So explain. So this dude said the first time the first time a non-black man of quality approaches a black woman, she's gonna jump on and just hop the fence like these women did. You don't know what you're talking about, because the men that proposed to them were not the first non-black men that they dated. Okay, so that's not true. Because that's the case, then the first white guy they dated or non-black guy they dated, they would have married him. Now the woman does have to wait till the guy proposes to her. Okay, she does have to wait, but she has the right to decline it. They accepted it. Okay. Now Common dated Serena Williams. He didn't propose to her. See, this is what these idiots want to do, right? They fail to realize that a lot of these black women initially like black men and date black men for a long time, and the black men don't want to marry them. I remember it was another lady, Lynn Whitfield. She talked about how I think her ex-husband, he was white, and how people were talking about that. And she said, well, none of the black guys proposed. None of the black men, she said, I was waiting, and none of them wanted to date her and all that. So whenever a black woman does date outside her race and gets married to a non-black man, then you have all these black men rushing to say how, you were just waiting for a white guy to come up to you. You were just waiting for opportunity to be with a white guy. You wanted a white guy the whole time. When in actuality, she wanted a black guy the whole time, but the black community is so filled with these bitter Bernards, nothing was ever going to come out of it. She gave this black man her body, her love, her time, a lot of times some of her money, because a lot of them, don't have no damn money. And then what did she get out of it? Nothing but a broken heart, okay, and a wet vagina. Okay, so just because they are married to a white man does not mean this is the first white man they ever dated, fool. He's making it seem like this was the first white guy that Serena Williams and Eve the rapper dated. And Janet Jackson, she usually that she only will date kind of like biracial guys and non-black men. Like these women, Lonnie Love, I don't know about her dating life. But yeah, this fool gonna say that, look at them as example. These women are, and I told him too. So when he said that black women don't naturally like black men or prefer them, it's just that's who's coming up to them. No, black women do prefer black men. I know that for a fact. Okay, I remember one time, oh my God, I was with a friend. We were walking down the street. It was a long time ago, and a car pulled up with these two Hispanic guys. They were really, really light, real light. And so I was single, she was single, so they said, hey, what's up? And I turned to walk towards the car, and when she saw them, she immediately got angry. She said, I don't want to talk to them. And she turned away and walked off and left me standing there. And I felt so humiliated and embarrassed, and I turned to them, and we just stared at each other, and I just put my head down and followed her, because back then I wasn't the woman I am now, and I just was embarrassed. I didn't know what to do. Now if I was single now and it happened to me, when she would have walked up, I said, screw you. And I would have walked up to them and said, hey, I would have got the numbers. I said, well, I got another friend, I would have got one of the guys' numbers. And I said, well, I got a friend that the other guy that you could talk to, it's because it's two guys. I mean, that's what made me mad too, was that she could have just walked up to the car with me. Okay, I understand, but she only liked black guys. So when she seen them, immediately seen their light skin, she was done. She turned and walked off. And I knew it's because they were non-black, because when we would walk, it would be so many guys that would pull up. Ladies, y'all know when if you're on foot, or if you used to be on foot, especially in summertime, how many guys will pull up on you in an all black area. If you walk in an all black area, it'd be a 5-car pile up. Dudes waiting to get the number, and they 9 times out of 10 would be black guys. So I knew how her mannerism was, and when guys would pull up on us, okay, she'll walk up to the car, give them her number, no problem at all. When she seen these two Hispanic guys, she's like, oh, no, I don't want to talk to them, and then walked off. And you don't leave your friend out there like one of them could have snatched me in a car or anything, and you just gonna walk off. She could just walk to the car with me at least, and then just entertained it and just keep the other dude busy while I talk to the other one. But because they were not black guys, she didn't want nothing to do with them. I know black women. See, what you're not gonna do, Bitter Bernard, is, y'all let me calm down. What you're not gonna do, Bitter Bernard, is freaking tell me what a black woman's desires is. See, this is between you, Bitter Bernard, and black women. Black women actually like how you bastards look, okay? And I'm calling you a bastard, Bitter Bernard. Not all black men. I'm talking about you're a bastard, okay? Because this same dude just said that he has a black woman. I feel sorry for that black woman that she's dating a dude like this, okay? Because obviously something's wrong with your head. Instead of you taking that as a compliment that most black women like black men, you actually are trying to spin it and say, well, only reason y'all dating us because we're the only ones that approach y'all. See, that's how you're trying to spin it. So black women, you have to ask yourself, why would a guy who claims he prefers something have an attitude when that same thing prefers him back? Why would he try to rebuttal it? Like, if I say I prefer black men, and if I normally see black men with a black woman, and I'm a black woman, and a black man says, yeah, black men, do prefer black women, that's going to make me feel good. It's going to make me feel proud. Like, oh, the thing that I prefer prefers me back. And that means I have more to choose from, right? If I'm single. So the fact that he just admitted that most black women prefer black men, and then he tries to flip it and say, but, and he's dating a black woman, then Bitter Bernard, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a serious question. Oh, but before I get into that, okay, so let me backtrack a little bit. Like I said, I know black women's desires, right? I know their desires, okay? And she did it to me. This is the same black woman who had a fat, white, female friend who was marrying a black guy. And I told her at the time, interracial dating thing kind of like threw me off a little bit because I noticed some black guys was colorist, and she chastised me and jumped down my throat and told me, why are you, it's not a big deal if black guys date white girls, who cares? But then my thing was, okay, so you're cool with a black guy dating a white girl, you A-okay with it, but you don't want to date interracially yourself though. See, I know some black women get on my goddamn nerve with this. And actually, if you one of those black women who are okay with seeing black men date interracially, but you feel that you don't want a non-black man to touch you, you would never date interracially, like you think it's something wrong with a black woman doing it, but you think it's okay with a black guy doing it, unsubscribe from my channel right now, because you're a goddamn hypocrite. If you're okay with black men dating interracially, then why would you never give a non-black man a shot then? Why every time a non-black guy approaches you are like, I don't want to talk to him? And by the way, Bitter Bernard, you don't know the experience of the black woman. You don't know how it is when she's around non-black men, okay? Especially she's pretty, so you cannot tell me about who's approaching her, who's not, okay? So you don't know, because I've been approached by several white men, okay? So don't tell me about her desires, or don't tell me about who's approaching her. You ain't in a black woman's body, okay? Unfortunately, like I said, black women prefer you, Bitter Bernards. And see, the difference is, Bitter Bernard, you don't actually like, Bitter Bernard, see, you don't really like how black women look. You secretly wish you was a white man, right? So you praise his prized possession, a white woman. So you want a woman that looks as closest to his white woman as she can, or you just want a white woman, right? That's why y'all go out the lighter the black woman is, you want her, or if she's mixed, or if she's just non-black Hispanic. Like, y'all do it in stages, okay? First is like a woman my complexion, maybe like light skin, maybe caramel skin, black woman that is, and then it's a biracial woman, then it's a Hispanic woman, then a white woman. Like, y'all do the shit in stages. See, I already figured y'all out. Excuse my language. You guys do it in stages, right? See, the difference is that you like a woman subconsciously, deep down, because you wish you was a white guy, you want his prized possession. You like the pale skin, the straight hair, the different color eyes, the green eyes, but you want that on a curvy body. See, Bitter Bernard, the truth is that you like a black woman's body type. You like that black woman. Have you ever, the curvy type black woman, have you ever lost weight and lost some of your butt, and had a dude spaz out on you because he wants you to gain that butt back? See, as a black woman, they feel our only worth is in our body type. I've had white guys come up to me. I had one say, well, white guys like that you all are curvy, and he was trying to talk to me. See, that's what they value in a black woman, which I have a problem with. It's your curves. Lose those curves and see how they act, okay? You never hear them worship our skin tone. You never hear them worship brown skin, or big bushy curly hair, or a wide nose, or big lips, or dark eyes. You never hear black men worship our phenotype. type. They only worship our body type. But when it comes to non-black women, they worship her skin tone, her hair. See, Bitter Bernard, difference between you and us is that we actually like how y'all look. We like the brown skin, the wide nose, the full lips, the curly tight hair, the dark eyes. We actually like you when you are in shape. We like your body type. We actually like your phenotype. We like that we have things in common with you culturally. We feel you can understand us. We like some of you all are confident and you have aggression. We kind of got used to that. So black women actually like you bastards. I'm talking about only you bitter Bernards, because nobody shouldn't be dating y'all bitter Bernards. The good black man, yeah, but you bastards, nah. So black women actually like y'all. You don't understand that, okay? So you don't actually like black women because we don't look the way you want us to look. You don't like how we look because we look like you, and you don't like your damn self, okay? You don't like how you look, and you secretly wish you was a white man, and you want to be the woman who looks as closest to his woman as possible. You want his power. You want to be him. You don't like being a black man in America, okay? So you don't like how we look. So it's hard for you to comprehend a person really, liking you. Okay, you don't get it because you don't really like how we look. The only thing you like about us is our curvy body type, and I'm saying that's for the black woman, kind of curvy. That's what you like about us, and that's why you all don't understand. See, this is why they like white women like Coco or Kim Kardashian. That's their pride. See, those women are their prized possessions. A curvy white woman, I'm telling you, they would push a black woman in front of a train to get to a curvy white woman. I put that on everything I love. Okay. So see, he don't understand. So when you tell him that black women prefer black men, he can't come. He like, what? Because he don't prefer black women. He dating one, but he don't really want her. Give that man $20 million, and I guarantee he would not be with that black woman no more. He would be with a white woman. I promise you that. Based upon the way he's talking, he's a bitter Bernard. And bitter Bernards, one sign is they're colorist. They hate themselves. Therefore, by default, they hate you, black woman, because you are the female version of him, and he don't like himself. He don't like what he seen look in the mirror. He don't like that he don't hide nothing. He don't like that this other race of men has power over him. He don't like that. Okay? So, Bitter Bernard, when you said that black women, basically he said black women, I'm gonna get into that more secretly. He said that black women secretly, like white men and all that. I'm gonna get into the next video, but that's pretty much it for this one, because this one already is almost an hour. And so I'm gonna get into more about because he basically said in the next comment that black women secretly want white men. We're gonna get into that in the next video, and things are gonna get ugly because that is absolutely not true. That's not true. And black women get approached by white men and non-black men more than you think. And like I told him, with black women, if they're in a white man, if they're in an environment around them, by default they're gonna get approached by them. If a black woman's in an all black area, she's not gonna get approached by non-black men because they're not there. If she works around non-black men, she's in the same environment, she would get approached by them. But see, what I take offense to, Bitter Bernard, is that you act as if a woman does not have a choice in who she chooses. Like, yeah, she's gonna choose from men that's approaching her, but she has to still choose from them. I know black women. I remember I was at this one job, and it had about 5 floors, and so to get you had to badge in. So you couldn't get on a particular floor if you didn't have the badge access to that floor. So me and some females was talking, and one of the girls was talking to another. She was new, and she was talking to a lady who worked there for some years. And so I think some people, we were on an elevator, and some people were getting off at like the 3rd floor, and these were like guys in suits and stuff like that. And so when we got off, she asked the lady, she said, well, who are the people that get off on that floor? She says a lot of lawyers and doctors, a lot of lawyers are on that floor. And she said, oh, I need to get on that floor. And then, the lady said to her, she said, oh, it's nothing but older white men on that floor. Old white men. She's like, it's nothing but white guys on that floor. And she said, oh, never mind. And they both were black women. So what does that mean, Bitter Bernard? That means that she already knew that the girl liked black men, because most black women like black men. And even when you present, you know how many women in my comment section have said that they're going to now try to open up their options to non-black men, and when non-black men approach them, that they're going to give them a shot. Black women, listen to me very well. I'm so sick of these Bitter Bernards. Okay, give non-black men a shot. I know they're approaching you, and normally they approach you when you're around them, like if you're in their environment. A lot of black women aren't in their environment to be approached, but when you are in their environment, I can vouch and say they will approach you. When I start this new job, oh my God, damn near every job I've been at, if there's white men there, at least one of them had tried to talk to me or flirt with me. I remember when I started, the white guy came up to my desk and he was asking me some stuff, and the black lady that worked beside me, she worked there for a while, so she knew him, and I told her what he did, and she looked at me and she said, you know he like you, right? I said, oh, I didn't know that. She said, when you first started, he says, who's the new girl? And she said, oh, that's Cheyenne. He said, oh, wow. Start giving me some compliments. And so she said, yeah, he got money. And she said, she's like, he's engaged though, but she says, he has money. But when you first started, he was saying stuff about you. I said, oh, okay. And I just kind of smirked. He was average looking. He wasn't no knockout. He wasn't hideous either. He was in the middle average. Okay. Other job. I did a whole video about these white dudes on another video. It was called, White Guys Tell Me Something Else. Okay, so I've been getting approached by a white man. If you're around them and you're pretty and you're ladylike, oh, you won't have, because especially if you're around them, they're comfortable with you. That's when they open up and then they start talking to you and seeing how you feel about interracial dating, and that's when they pounce on you. Okay, so listen to me, Bitter Bernard. You don't know the plight of a black woman. You don't know how much black women like Bitter Bernards, and that is a problem. I don't want them to like you all no more. They need to, because they think that you're like the normal black man. Y'all not. Y'all Bitter Bernards. Okay, y'all at the bottom of the totem pole. Y'all are not dateable. Okay, you're not dateable. Okay, they need to date the normal black man and non-black men, and that's what I'm going to start promoting on my channel. Okay, so to the black women who are, and I know you are, who are getting approached by non-black men, see, I know you have this loyalty to them because you like how they look and you feel you have same culture and you kind of like their confidence and aggression. I know it might take some time to get over it, but you can get over it. Okay, these Bitter Bernards ain't worth it. Okay, because they don't have no loyalty to you. So why should you have loyalty to them?